Hello to all my lovely subscribers. I would like to take this opportunity to remind you all that the yearly readings for 2022 are out. I have posted those and they are available for you to book your own personalised yearly reading via my website. Please note that this offer is only available till January 31, 2022. So it's a limited time offer. So if you're interested, make sure that you book your yearly reading before that offer expires so that you don't miss out. Hello, my lovely Pisceans. Welcome to your November 2021 reading. This is a general reading for you Pisces. It's a reading for Pisces sun, rising and moon sign. So also listen to those as well, as it adds depth and detail to your reading. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and you can book a reading from there that's going to be specific to you. And in case you've missed the introduction, don't forget, if you want a yearly reading, they're out. Please make sure you book before the end of January 2022. I've been meditating on your energy, and I want to say, my lovely Pisces, what's come through, and I've actually had to make some notes this time so that because it has been coming through very, very quickly. It's a month of new beginnings for you. It's a month of laying down new foundations, of starting something new, something fresh. And that can be in the way of your work, the way you earn your income, make your money, provide for your family and yourself. It can also be a spiritual new beginning. It can be an emotional new beginning or a new start that's very much coming up. So the opportunity is there for you to have that new start. And I feel like it's a choice. Here you're presented with a choice. You can take it on. You can choose to ignore it and keep the status quo. This is where you've come to this sort of. They're showing me here. There's a crossroads, and there's big old signs with the go east, west, north, south. All the different directions. Which way are you going to go? Now that's your choice. That's your free will. What direction do you want to move in? That's totally up to you. They're also telling me here that there's the start of something new. And I'm looking at my notes here. Start of something new. It's still in the early stages. They sent me this clear message of it's still in the early stages. So it's something that you're thinking about. It's something that you have decided to begin at this particular stage. For some of you, it's a relocation. It's just a new start, and that's going to come in many and varied ways for you. Here, it's important, and this came through as it's important, underlined, important, to keep yourself aligned with your true essence. Keep yourself aligned with what you believe is right for you. It may not be right for everybody else around you, but it's right for you. We make our judgments, we make our decisions on our past experiences and what sits with us. And it's different for everyone. What might be right for me may not be right for you. And so it's about listening to your intuition, listening to what is your truth, and following that, not doubting it, not second guessing it because somebody else is going, oh, that's not such a good idea. Are you going to take that risk? It's a bit risky. If it feels right for you, if that's what you're being shown, then absolutely go ahead with it. Take that step. I've also written here, it's not a time to stray from the path, your path. Trust your own intuition. It's not a time to stray. It's not a time to take shortcuts. How many times have you go for a bushwalk, and I know it's happened to me, go for a bushwalk and you think, oh, that path looks quicker. I bet I can get to my destination quicker going down there. And you deviate from your path and it takes you round a huge, long, roundabout way. You get to your destination, but it's more tedious, it's harder, it's sort of an uphill climb. And so you need to stick on your path. What is it that you want to implement? That's going to be very important for you in the month of November. So that is your channeled message. That is your channeled message, my Pisceans. So let's have a look at what the Archetypes Oracle deck has for you. Let's see what words of wisdom is going to come up for you. Can I have a card for my lovely Pisces? Can I have a card for my... And while I'm shuffling these cards, thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to my channel. And if you like this video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up, as it helps my channel, helps me bring more of these videos to you. So thank you. Okay, so here we go. What have we got here? Oh, this is interesting because you've got the seed. This is the card that was given to you, the seed, and you have a look at, all the rings. What image am I getting? When you cut a tree down and you've got the rings inside the trunk, and the rings are the age of the tree. These are all your obstacles, all your trials, everything you've overcome in your life. But what's at the center of that? What have you learned? Here's this pearl of wisdom. There's a learning here. This is the seed. This is what you are moving towards, what you're hatching, what you're growing from a seed. Early stages, remember I said to you, they told me early stages. So this seed's just been planted. Allow it time to shoot and grow. Nurture it. And you nurture it with your trust, with your intuition, with your care, with your dedication, with your commitment. And that seed will grow, and it will grow because of everything you've learnt in the past, everything you've overcome, knowing how strong you are, how much more faith you have in yourself, in your intuition. And so the pearls of wisdom are being given to you. It's also a pearl, and the pearls of wisdom are being given to you by your guides, by the divine, by source, by the universe, by God, whatever it is you want to call it. It doesn't matter. It all comes from the same place. And so it's a time of inception. It's a time of new beginnings. I'm also going to draw a card from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. Let's see what the shamanic energy is for you. Oh, thank you. So, well, that's interesting, isn't it? They gave you the Child. Number 7, opportunities. The card of opportunities is there. It's about having the courage to progress, to grow. Your ideas, where you're at, is at the child stage. It's at the early stage. This is just reinforcing what I've had channeled to me for you. It's in the early stages. And so there's a lot of learning here for you. There's learning about yourself, about how you're going to make these changes, bring them. And as I said to you, it can be financial, career, it can be emotional, it can be spiritual. It's about, when we raise children, it's about caring for them, nurturing them, bringing them to their potential, helping them reach their potential. This is where you're at. So be kind to yourself, nurture the self. Because the opportunities are absolutely going to be there. So that's really interesting. Let me put these aside. Okay, now let's create the Celtic cross and see what is there for you. Right, for Pisces, what's ahead in November in more detail? What's going on in more detail for Pisces? What's going on for Pisces in November? It's a great month of opportunity for you too, my lovely Pisces. So I really like that. I like that it's a month of opportunity. Cards are jumping out everywhere. Oh, wow, let me get that. Okay. So, all right, let's have a look. Pisces. So you're coming into, you've got the Wheel of Fortune here, and for some of you this is coming from October, maybe even before that, maybe even before October. It's this the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. Things are starting to move forward, laying down those new plans. It's this energy of I'm ready for this. It's this awakening. It's this change of seasons and this new chapter that's coming up. So there's a wealth of opportunities that are going to be presented to you on a platter, I want to say, my lovely Pisces. They're there. So you're moving into November with that energy of moving, of being unstuck, of coming to the realization of this is what I want, this is what I want to create. It can be that you're happy with your life the way it is, and so you just want to fine tune it, but there's something that you're going to be working on. Absolutely. So then you've got the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is planning. This is the planning. This is the inception. This is the nurturing of the seed. It's only as good as the plans you make. It's not about jumping in there and let's just do this, let's forge ahead. It's not a time for forging ahead. The beginning of November is a time of let's plan. What changes do I want? What abundance do I want to bring into my life? Now, abundance, my lovely Pisces, is not just financial. It's abundance in all things. So what do you want to bring in? What do you want to create? What do you want to do? I like that. So take the time to plan. Take the time to write out your goals. Take the time to write out your affirmations. Create a vision board. Create a mind map. Write down your goals. Write down what you want to bring into your life. And it's not really about worrying about how that's going to come about. It's just knowing that that's what you want. What changes, being aware of the changes. Before any change can happen, there needs to be an awareness of it. You need to give birth to it. And by giving, it's no point sitting there going, oh, I don't know what I want to do, but change is coming, so let's see what's there. You need to start the process. You need to actively take the first step, and then your guides and spirit will come in and help you, bring to you what you're needing, the resources that you're needing. Ask for that assistance. Ask for that help. It's crossed, interestingly enough, with the Seven of Cups, which doesn't surprise me because this is planning. It doesn't matter how many goals you set. What dreams do you have? What aspirations do you have? What are they saying to me? Okay, it's like, let me see if I can explain this image because it's really interesting. What holes are there in your life? What's missing? What pieces of that puzzle to complete the picture of your life? What pieces are missing? What do you need to work on? It can be a relationship. It can be a better job. It can be working the way you want to work. It can be moving house, moving to a different location, moving by the water, moving by the beach, working in a different way. What pieces are missing for you? Changing your circle of friends. What pieces are missing for you? that's what this goal setting is about. It's about, you know, really looking at what needs to be improved on, what needs to be tweaked, what needs to be completely brought into your life to make it more complete. What goals are you wanting to set? Is it a course that you're wanting to take? Something new you're wanting to learn? So that's what the beginning of November has in store for you. And it's about really tapping into your dreams, not shying away from, oh, well, that's never going to happen for me. Not shying away from that, keeping your self-talk positive and really striving for that. You've got the Devil card in the position of the subconscious. You could also say the shadow self. Now, what this is where I said to you, it's important to follow your own path, not be swayed, not take shortcuts. This is the card of temptation. This is the card of tempting. Oh, I might take a shortcut. I might do things differently. Or, you know, someone, so-and-so saying to me that, you know, my planning is I'm not being realistic. And let's face it, Pisces often are in their own world. Doesn't mean that it doesn't eventuate. It doesn't mean that we're in the wrong world. Maybe that's where all humanity needs to be, working from a place of intuition and love and a heart space. So really continue on your path the way you want to do it, because when you stray from it, that's when things just start to fall apart. They don't work as well. It's going to be a more arduous journey for you. So trust in the self. Don't be tempted to allow other people to make those choices and decisions for you. They're just telling me here to draw another card, so I've just got to see what that is. This one, thank you very much. Okay, so let's have a look at this Devil card. Can I have a further explanation of this Devil card for Pisces, please? Thank you. They've given me two cards here, so let's have a look at what it is. You know, the Page of Earth. This is about, look, it's got wings. This is the fairy world. This is the world of imagination. This is the world of the ephemeral world, the world of spirit, the world of imaginings. But it's the Page of Earth. And so while your head is in the clouds, while you're in that world that you are so comfortable in, it's also about keeping your feet on the ground. So there's got to be this practical application to what you're wanting to create, but keeping your head in the clouds, keeping that connection with spirit, keeping that connection with your world. So make sure that you're really staying in your world, in your environment, in this planning, in this moving forward, because you've also got the King of Water, which is the other card that's come out for you. And the King of Water is saying, use your intuition, also use your power, your strength. That is your strength. It's about nurturing the self as well as nurturing others. But the King of Water is more, you know, about being in touch with your spirituality, be in touch with your intuition, use that to your advantage and know that that's what's going to work. So there is power and strength in that. This is your warning. This is your warning. Tap into this. Don't be tempted to take shortcuts. Don't be tempted. And shortcut can be taking advice from others, taking advice from somebody else because you think they know better. Do they know better? They might know better for themselves, but do they know better for you? Then we've got, how does that sort of manifest into your real world? It's celebrations. This is the celebrations. This can also represent a wedding, an engagement, some family celebrations, family reunions, celebrations of a job well done, good choices, good opportunities. But November is a month of celebration for you. It's a month of celebrating who you are and how much you've achieved, but also there could be a wedding or an engagement, family reunions in November. There's some sort of celebration, there's happiness, there's things coming together, and working, things coming together. And let me draw another card. Contentment, happiness. You're seeing results. It can be this. You're planning. You're following your intuition. You're following your inner guidance, and things are starting to take shape. They're starting to come about. You're going to reach a point in mid-November where you are going to feel energized. I want to say to you that there is this happiness, this core happiness of things. Wow, things are falling into place for me. That's where you're going to find yourself. And new opportunities are coming to you. There's a spring in your step by mid-November. And timing's going to be different for all of you. It's interesting because the card that you've got is peaks of joy. Peaks of joy. And that's, you're in the clouds. You're going to be walking on cloud 9. Things are going to fall into place. What a joyous reading. And that's reinforced by this card of peaks of joy. There is joy, there is contentment, which is what I was saying to you. There's joy, there's contentment, there's happiness. There's things falling into place. Plans are coming to fruition. Things are starting to work out. There's this contentment about where you're at. Place that you have arrived at, where you are at. And you've also got the 10 of Pentacles. So whatever your plans are, whatever these new ideas are, they're going to give you the results that you're seeking. They're also making me feel like my solar plexus is absolutely going crazy. My solar plexus is absolutely activated. And so there's that. I see. Thank you. It's this feeling of butterflies in your stomach. So you're going to really feel this excitement, this joyous childlike excitement of what's next, because things are going to start to, you're thinking, wow, things are really working out. Things are falling into place. I like that. You're going to be getting the results that you're seeking. And it depends on what goals have you set? What are you seeking? What in your heart of hearts do you want? There's joy. I'm hearing joy. I'm hearing joy. And I feel like joy isn't someone's name. Is it a name? Is it someone's name? Joy. Yeah, I'll leave it there. I do feel like it's a name as well as this feeling of joy that I'm having here. So make of that whoever that's for. Let me know. Write it in the comments below. You've also got the 2 of Cups. So there is this is a soulmate connection. There's a connection with someone that's going to be significant in your life that's coming up here. It can be someone you've met previously, but it's something that is going to unfold for you in November. You're going to be starting to feel more comfortable with it. It can be a new relationship. If you're in a relationship, it's strengthening of that bond, coming to a new awareness in that relationship. And if you don't want a relationship, that's okay as well. Soulmates are also friends. There's friendships here. There's significant others that you're going to meet in November that are going to play a significant role in your moving forward, in finding those pieces to that puzzle of yours. So I want to draw a card for that, please. Which card am I going to? These ones. Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's really nice. It's if you're changing what I'm hearing here is if you're changing your friendship group, like you've had enough of of the politics, of the manipulation, of the not being genuine. There's new people coming in around you. There's new people that you're going to be connecting with. So I like that. So can I have a card, please? Thank you for Yeah. The world, you know, this is the world. This is you coming out of that maze, coming out of that confusion. You're going to be able to see the bigger picture. So this connection, this that you're going to have, it's about where you may have felt stuck in that particular area, where you're going to be shown how you can come out of that. Where's the exit? You're changing. It's changing things in your life. So something is going to change, or a few things are going to change in your life. Coming out of that maze of walking around in circles, things are going to start moving forward. So if you're in a relationship and you're feeling like, oh gosh, this isn't moving forward, this isn't going anywhere, it is going to start moving forward. You are going to see a way through that. You're going to work out a way out of that. If there's a new relationship that's coming up for you, well, it's about where you felt you were stuck, things weren't moving for you, things are going to start moving. Things are going to start moving forward. So that's really, I like that a lot. Then you've got the Page of Cups. So it's interesting because you're meeting some soulmate, and then there is this this new relationship, this new emotional beginning. It's this new emotional beginning. It could be if you're in a relationship, it could be a turning point that makes moves that relationship to this next stage, planning this future, planning in moving forward. New friendships, how are they going to fit into your life, and what are they going to bring into your life? So there is this planning. There is this represents a new relationship, a new start in a relationship. Let's get a card from that, you know, because they're all on checkerboards as well, you know, chess boards, and it's about being strategic, you know, planning it. It's not something you're just going to jump into. You're really going to think about it. You know, what are you wanting? How are you wanting to move forward? There's two cards that you came out here, so let's have a look at that. Yeah, you're going to be very, very blessed. You're going to be very, very blessed in these new connections that are coming up for you in November. They're going to be quite significant in your life, and you're going to be very, very blessed in how they help you move forward and progress. And the other card that you've got here is Chop Wood, and I like this. You know, it's about not just losing yourself emotionally in this, you know, so you've learned a lot. Losing yourself emotionally, it's also about being practical. In the spirit world, we say, you know, you connect with spirit, you work with spirit, and then you fetch water and chop wood. You know, you get on with life. There is also that practical element. It's not just about working with spirit constantly and being, you know, head in the clouds. There's also needs to be a practical element of working in this dimension. And so that is going to be taught for you. You know, you can lose yourself emotionally in these connections that are coming up for you, but then you're also got your feet on the ground. There's an element of being practical throughout this. So I like it. And then you have the Seven of Swords. And so the Seven of Swords, this is your fears. This is in the place of your hopes and fears. And so this is something that is not necessarily reality, but these connections, new relationship, new friendships, a relationship that's going to that next level, it can be stirring up your own fears, your shadow self. Where there's been deception or betrayal or hurt from the past, that may come up. And that's okay that it comes up, because that's how we unblock. That's how we get rid of our shadow, you know, the blocks that we have in our shadow self. It's going to be a trigger for you and your insecurities to come up, but know that that's your insecurities, that's in your head, that's in your emotions. They are your blocks to review and release. Don't allow it to impact on any new connections that you're making, on any new progress that you're making with your plans and your goals. It could be that you've tried these to do this, you know, set these goals in the past and they haven't worked. It doesn't mean that if you set them again and nurture them, considering everything you've learned from the past, that it's not going to be a success. I see success and joy around you. So where you're feeling that insecurity, take a moment to hold back and realize that, well, that's coming from me. That's my insecurity. That's something that I need to deal with. Let's have a look. What advice can Spirit give you? Can I give you, that's interesting. You've got ghostlands. Ghostlands. The opportunities are there, but it's going to stir in you, and I'm going to read this one out for you. It's going to stir in you these, you know, people are sometimes scared of ghosts. That's what I want to say to you. They're scared of ghosts. They're scared of spirit. There's a fear in the unknown, not understanding it. And so what's coming up for you from the past, from that you know, the ghostlands. Let's have a look at what it says. Ghostlands. You can learn from the past, and there you go, and imagine a beautiful future. But you must live in the here and now. Whenever you set your sights too far ahead, you run the risk of losing your footing, for rarely do the present and future match up exactly on the enchanted map that is your life story. The future has no substance right now. It is a place that has no grounding as of yet. You can't live there, yet you can take measured steps toward a goal or dream. These steps are important now. Wow, isn't this amazing how it just ties in with your reading? The same goes for nostalgia. You can look into the past wistfully and remember better moments or revisit lessons learned. However, you can't live there, nor can you go back and change what was. Yesterday is gone forever. Live fully in the present. The now is the most powerful place to put your attention. Its magic reaches out in every direction, further than the heart and soul can see. So, that's very telling, my lovely Pisceans. It's beautifully sums up this reading for you. So when that comes up in, you know, in these doubts, these fears, these that may well paralyze you, understand that they're lessons that you've learned from the past. Allow it to come up and release it. It's come up for a reason. As you come to the end of November, I feel like things are falling into place really well, but you need to change your perception. You're feeling like, oh, things aren't moving as fast as I thought they would. It's not coming to fruition. It's not going to work. You have these thoughts, I want to say to you, but that's not reality. The reality is that it's all falling into place beautifully, even if you can't see it at this present time. But it will eventuate. It will work out for you. It will come to fruition. This one, thank you. Ah, okay. Let's see. Can I have a card, please, for Pisces? In things working out. So be patient. I'm hearing here for you. Be patient. Don't expect that by the end of November, it's going to be like, whoa, it's fantastic. It takes time. Remember, you are at the child stage, the seed stage, where things need to be nurtured in order to move forward. Sky bridge, possibility for union, possibility for union in a relationship, possibility for union with the self, with your spiritual and emotional and physical self, but it's all taking you up. I'm hearing here that if you're working on your spirituality, there is a connection with spirit. You're going to either hear it, spirit, see spirit. You're going to have a really strong sense of knowing there's some shift that's happening here. You're getting closer to your guides, achieving what you're wanting to achieve on a spiritual basis, but also anything else you want to achieve, it is going to take you up. There's a wealth of possibilities, a wealth of opportunity that's coming here. It may not be as quick, it may not be happening as quickly as you would like, but it will happen. It will eventuate. It will come to fruition. Let's do a lantern oracle, my lovely Pisces. Let's do that. Let's see, what wisdom is this oracle going to give for Pisces in the month of November? Can I have a card, please, for the month of November? What wisdom is coming? What words of wisdom do you give Pisces? There's a lot of wisdom coming because this deck's going all over the place. Okay, what have we got? You've got 2 cards and I'll give you those. You've got self-acceptance. How beautiful is that? It's self-acceptance. It's about accepting the self. It's about accepting who you are. You are perceived the way you perceive yourself. Trust in yourself. Be confident in your steps moving forward. It's interesting because, then you've got enough. You were born enough. There's nothing you need to change in yourself to accommodate others. So you are enough. It's how you perceive yourself that others will perceive you. If you're confident, if you're happy in your own skin, that's going to come across. You were born enough. You don't have to be anything different. You don't have to live up to anybody else's expectations. It's what sits well with you, and this is you working out your journey. I love that. Very powerful reading, my lovely Pisces. Now, the divine abundance. Let's draw a card from the divine abundance. Let's tie this reading up and see. It's a great month, November, for you. It will see you moving forward in a very different way. There's some major shift coming for you. It's interesting. There's some major shift. As I say that, they give me this card of change. There's some major shift coming for you in November. When the ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything, you come to a sacred crossroads. There's your crossroads that I was talking to you about earlier. In your own evolution. In your own evolution, there's butterflies there, which is evolving, this transformation. The crossroads that came up in your channeled reading. That's fabulous. Ties it up very, very well. Ties it up very nicely. My lovely Pisces, I wish you many blessings. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and book a reading from there. Don't forget the yearly reading. If you would like a yearly reading for 2022, then make sure you book that in before January 31st, 2022, because it is a limited offer. If you would like this video and would like to give me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate that. Helps to get my video out there so I can bring more of these videos to you. Love, light and blessings to you, my lovely Pisces.